A lot of change since the end of last year to this year for you. Making the transition from player to coach, what's it been like?
Yeah, it's definitely different. As a player, though, there's always that coaching that's been inside you just because you know the game from playing it so long.
Yeah.
But it definitely is different as a perspective as playing the game than watching everything. Because when you play, you're watching everything, but you're mainly focusing, what can I do better?
Right.
And then coaching is a bigger outlook. What can we do better? What drills will work for us? What offense will work for us? All these different things plays such a big factor in coaching. It's different. I like it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different perspective. And I've learned a lot from Coach Hawley and Coach Williams.
Right.
They know the game really well, how to motivate players, how to criticize, constructive criticism, all that. Just, it's different, but I do like it.
Zach, what about the emotional side of it, though? And maybe you haven't experienced this yet, but as a player, you're suited up, you're in the game or not, but you can react emotionally to a lot of things. Is that going to be the same way it is in coaching?
I feel like similar. It'll be very similar. As a player, I was on the bench, and I was always emotional into the game. Coaching, I feel like since I'm on the bench still, I'll still have that emotions. I'll obviously have to control it a little better, be more poised,
Right.
don't get the emotions get the best of you. That's the same with the player, just always having your head on a swivel, but emotion for the love of the game of basketball is definitely still there.
Here's the big question. Are you going to wear a tie?
I am going to wear a tie.
Oh, my gosh. Is that a tough transition?
That is a tough transition. They're uncomfy, but it makes me feel a little official, so I don't mind it.
Absolutely. Your playing career at Jewel, beset by injuries, that must have been a challenge.
Yeah.
What was it like to having to always seem like coming back from something?
Yeah, it was rough. I was in the training room almost every day, my freshman year and my redshirt sophomore year. It was just different nagging injuries. Basketball's a rough sport on your body.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough in high school, only had a tailbone injury, but then it came back after my freshman year. But it's just, basketball's tough. It'll be rough on your body. It does get annoying. I had a groin problem, which never seems to go away.
Yeah.
But it's just, you got to keep fighting. And it got to a point where I was in the training room every day, and my groin felt the same. My body kept wearing down. I was like, maybe it's time to give it up a little bit.
You talked about your role, and it was kind of as a backup during your playing years here. Has Coach Hawley defined a role for you as a coach? Do you have a specific area you're working with?
He trusts me a lot, surprisingly, especially for...
He's always been known for that, to rely on his assistants no matter what experience they have.
Yeah, but I just do any little thing that needs to be done, whether it be talking to a player, make sure all of our balls are there, just helping out anything they need help with.
Right.
And if there's any input, because he always asks me for input for certain players, I'll give him the input. Since I was a player, I played with a lot of these guys, so I know them pretty well, so whenever you ask about players, I'll help them out.
How about this as a life occupation? Is this in your blood to be a coach?
I've thought about it. I like it so far. We'll see how it is with my job, career, if that interferes, if this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
Sure.
I'm testing out right now to see how much I like it, if it's for me, if it's not for me. But I definitely do like coaching, and I like helping out people. And I feel like I have a lot of knowledge about the game. So.
Right. All right, so if it's not in the future for you, what is your job career path? What are you looking to do?
Yeah, I like marketing a lot, business marketing. I like human resource. I'm a psychology major too, so I like studying human behavior.
Which is a big part of coaching.
It is,
as you kind of talked about earlier.
Yeah, coaching's big in the workplace too.
Yeah,
in business, definitely.
Oh, absolutely.
Managing everything, really. There's a lot of coaching to help out people. You want the best for your company.
Right.
So just using all that. So business and coaching pretty similar. That's what I like. So.
High school, here in Liberty, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what was it like, or what was the decision like to come so close to home to go to college?
Yeah, it was definitely one of my tougher decisions. I debated if I want to get away from Liberty, maybe explore my options, but Jewel was the best option for me. Coach Hawley really seemed interested in me. He trusted me, gave me a lot of confidence. The school had a good reputation with academics, which is also probably the most important thing coming on high school, because I'm not going to be playing basketball the rest of my life.
Right.
So academics played a big part. The community, the campus just had a good feel to it. So by the end of the decision, it didn't really matter that I was only 5 minutes away.
Right. You've talked about a couple of things here about why athletics has been important to you, and but dig a little deeper for me and tell me what it has meant to your life overall, and what you think it will mean to you in the future as you go maybe into business or coaching or whatever you end up doing.
Yeah, athletics teaches you so many different things. It shows how tough you can be, how hard of a worker it takes to become good. You can't just go with the flow. You have to give that extra effort all the time.
Yeah.
And that applies to any business. If you want to work your way up, you have to stand out. You can't just go with the flow. And athletics is just, it's always been, every year I've done athletics. This is my first year actually. I'm not playing a sport besides when I redshirted, but I still
practiced and did whatever you could.
Yeah, so it teaches you so much about life and sports. I love sports. I love all sports just because it takes such a strong effort for any sport. Swimming is tough.
Right.
It's just, I love all sports, and it's taught me so many different things.
Who's your sports hero? Who do you really look up to, or who you think is a guy or a gal for that part that you really look up to?
I like Larry Bird a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Going old school there.
Larry Bird fan. He wasn't the most athletic, but he was smart. He thought a play ahead of people. He was tough. He never backed down. And
tell me, how come we go to these road trips in Indiana, we've never been to French Lick?
Right?
How come?
French Lick, small town.
I've always wanted to go.
That would be fun.
Still, you have a big family in the area?
Yeah. My dad is in Parkville. My mom's downtown. So my whole family's here.
Right.
My cousins, some are from Pittsburgh, Kansas. But some live up here, but we're mostly in Missouri and Kansas.
And that can be a good thing, too.
Yeah, definitely a good thing.
All right.
Yeah.
Best of luck in this new turn in your career, and going from player to coach, not an easy thing.
No, it's not.
Well, again, best of luck in tonight, opening night. We'll see how it goes.
Yes, sounds good.
Zach, thank you.
Yep, thank you very much.
We'll be back with more on the HyVee Halftime Report after this.